Hey guys, and welcome to the first episode of High Level Skilling with High Ping. Today we're going to be going over two-tick woodcutting. As you can see on screen, just proof of my ping, there's this program called RS Ping, and it's an exe file. I'll leave the link to the download in the description. I got it off a guy from Twitter. He had posted it on Reddit. It's a really useful program for me specifically because I can ping all the worlds at once. It does take a few seconds to actually process, but I can ping it all at once, see which world has the lowest ping for me, and then go to that world and use that world, so I don't have to deal with higher ping basically because I already have high ping as it is. But yeah, if you go to your command prompt, if you don't want to download this program, you can go, you just go and search CMD in your Windows search bar, press enter, and this thing will open up, and then you just type ping space old school and then whatever world. So for this one I did world61.runescape.com, and you press enter and it'll give you your minimum ping, maximum ping, average ping, etc. It's just for you guys that don't know about it. Most of you probably do, but regardless, just proof of my ping, and I'll have it on the beginning of every video so people believe me, I guess. But regardless, let's go ahead and get into the video. I'll just basically be playing clips and kind of talking about what I'm thinking, what I'm doing, and we'll take it that way. If you guys have any suggestions for future episodes, just let me know, and let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so this is what the first part of my two-tick woodcutting basically looked like. I would kind of do some two-ticks, kind of not, and then I would misclick and end up messing up the bird attack cycle. So for those of you that don't know, the birds have to attack you in a specific way, and in this clip here that you can see, I sped it up a little bit. It's basically just me trying to learn how to properly position and get the birds to attack me on a specific tick cycle. This was the night that it was released, so there wasn't really any guides or anything. It was just the one video that Vire had uploaded, so I kind of had to learn it myself. And to be completely honest with you guys, I'm pretty incompetent as it is when it comes to RS mechanics like this, so it definitely took me a while. It took me like a good 20 minutes to properly learn it, and then thankfully somebody came up with a guide, which I'll mention later on. But this next clip that's actually coming up is me two-tick woodcutting successfully. Now, the thing I have to mention is that when you're two-tick woodcutting, the idea is that you're going to be woodcutting a tree, and then you're going to drop a log or equip a cape, and that interrupts your woodcutting. And so your character's going to turn, it's going to stop woodcutting. Your character's going to turn towards the bird to auto retaliate. And when you see your character turn to auto retaliate, you're supposed to click the tree to start woodcutting again. The issue I was having is that, and I'm still kind of having the issue, is that there's still that delay from when I drop a log. So let's say I drop a log, I have a half second to 1 second delay, and then my character will start turning after that. And then once my character starts turning, I see it turning, then I can click the tree. But when I click the tree, there's still that half second to 1 second delay on clicking the tree, unlike the action actually going through the server and me clicking a tree, start woodcutting again. So the clip that you saw earlier was me successfully doing two-tick woodcutting only because I was essentially making my actions a second or a half second into the future. So that's like really, as you can see here again, I'm always kind of doing it there. It's really hard for me to do it because of the fact that I have to anticipate that my character is going to turn, and is going to turn eventually anyways. Stuff like that, I have to just basically assume it's going to happen, and that's why it's so hard for me to constantly do it. So the next thing that we should probably talk about is what have I actually learned through progressing through this part of it. Even though I haven't mastered two-tick woodcutting, what have I kind of taken away from it? So far there's been a few things. I'll leave a link to one of the guides that I used in the description. It's by a YouTuber named Lava Rune, and his guide was really awesome. I really enjoyed it. So shout out to him, and I'll leave that as a link in the description for anyone that's interested. But one thing I actually learned that's really useful is the fact that you can use bind on an NPC and it'll aggro it onto you without doing any damage to the monster. So when I was actually earlier, when I was first starting out to try and do this method, I would always try to attack it and hope that I didn't one hit KO it. So a lot of time wasted there, and I'm really glad that guy came out with a guide eventually because I mean, yeah, it was like super useful for me because I never knew that. It was really cool. Other than that, I've learned how to position the birds properly, how to get them on the same attack style fairly quickly, and then At the same time, how to cycle the trees properly. Essentially, if you want to use all three trees to your max potential, you have to walk from the east one to the west one, the bottom west one, or I guess the southwest one, and then you have to go to the northwest one, and then go back to the east one. So like that in order to do it properly. Obviously, I haven't been able to use a lot of this stuff to my max potential because I'm still kind of having issues with the basis behind two-tick woodcutting because of my ping. So hopefully we can get there eventually. And then there's one last clip, so let's go ahead and get into that. All right, and then so lastly, here I have an example of what happens when I try to do it properly. So for normal people, when they have normal ping, low ping, they would click on their cape, see their character turn, and then they would click on the tree. And I try to do that here, but because of the delay that I have, it just doesn't work out for me. And I just kind of wanted to like give you guys an example of what it looks like for me trying to do it like a normal person would do it, basically. So it doesn't work out for me at all. So I just thought it was be an interesting clip to kind of leave in there. Other than that, I mean, that's really it so far. Obviously, I haven't mastered two-tick wood cutting, and that's kind of a question I had for you guys. So, like, how many weeks should I give myself? Should I give myself like 2 weeks? Should I give myself like 3 weeks? Should I just keep going until I fully master the skill, if at all possible? I feel like eventually there should be a cutoff line, but I'm not really too sure on when that should be. So, if you guys have any ideas really or suggestions, just let me know. And then if you guys have any suggestions for future episodes, let me know as well. Should I only have 1 week per skill? I mean, I'm perfectly fine with that. If I left two-tick wood cutting at, I can do two-tick wood cutting, but it's extremely hard, and I don't actually have to go for like maybe like a full hour of two-tick wood cutting flawlessly or something like that, then that's perfectly fine with me. But just kind of give me your guys' feedback, what you guys want to see, if you guys want to see the same skill every single week until I master it, or if you would just rather see me attempt something every week or so. Regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. Once again, if you guys have any feedback, let me know. And I'll see you guys Wednesday with a Reading with Rocktail episode. And then I'll also see you guys Thursday with a Q&A video. And then after that, we'll probably have a podcast out for you guys, hopefully sometime this weekend. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Take it easy and have a good rest of your day. And I will see you next time.